Hey everybody, it's Laura with Jot and Tittle Vintage Typewriters. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And today we're going to take a look at this 1970s Hermes 3000. What do you think? It is beautiful. It has that blue-green finish to it. This particular one is in excellent condition, and so this video is just going to be a tutorial for those of you who may come across a Hermes 3000 and you want to know how to use it. Also, this is what the manual looks like, and we do have manuals. We have several typewriter manuals that are free for those of you who are in our Vintage Typewriters 101 course, and it's only $45, but it's lifetime access, and you have access to Rob and I in our our Facebook private group. So if you have like repair questions, you can ask us there. We're just available to you, and that's included in the Vintage Typewriters 101 course, which is I think there's like 26 lessons. And it also comes with a downloadable workbook that's 70 pages. So it's a great deal, $45 only one time, and you get lifetime updates and loads of information on vintage typewriters. Okay, done with that plug. Let's take a look at the Hermes 3000 and how to use it. So we're going to start from the back, work our way up. So back here is your paper holder, and it just flips up and down. So I'm going to keep it up because we're going to load paper here in a second. Over here on the right side, you have a paper release. You have a carriage release. You also are going to find your carriage lock, which is at, let me turn this around. Okay, this is better. This is going to be your carriage lock, and right now it's not going to lock because I don't have it centered, but this is where you lock and unlock your carriage. And then this is going to be your right margin, and we're going to go over that here in a moment. Let's go over and look at the other side. Oops. And so the carriage is down that way, but again, carriage release is here, and this is going to be your left margin. So we're going to tackle that here in 1 second. Let me move my carriage back to the middle, and then right here is a lever for like single spacing and double spacing, okay? And then if you want variable spacing, you pop the handle out of the roller or platen. It's on the left side, and if you just give it a pull, it'll pop out. What that does, it releases the roller, so if you want to line it up with lined paper or something like that, or go in between lines, that is what that's for. Just make sure you re-engage it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load some paper. That paper is going to go behind this flat plate here, which is sometimes called the table, or some people call it the table, and it's gonna go kind of right in between. So I have a regular piece. People ask me, what kind of paper should I use? I just use cheap printer paper. Now there is actual typewriter paper, and we do have that on our website, and you can go check that out. The paper we have on our website is vintage from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. There might be some from the 80s. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but it's vintage. And we've got quite a bit of it. But I never use just one sheet because you need to protect your platen or your roller here. So I designed backing paper, and they come in packets of 12, and they have different designs and 2 different sizes. So on one side, it's a design with just basic lines to help you center. And on the back side is extra lines for you to do if you're wanting to center margins. And some people ask, how long does the paper last? Well, it depends on the condition of your platen. If it's really hard and that tight bar is like poking through, I would say you probably get about 10 to 12 uses out of it. But if it's in really good condition, it'll last you a long time. So what I'm going to do here is put my paper. And if you don't have backing paper, this is extra thick, then just use like 2 to 3 sheets of printer paper. Obviously, I would love for you to buy my backing paper, but you don't have to. Okay, so it's nice and even, but in case it wasn't even, then you can move your paper release lever forward and adjust your paper so it's nice and even. I'll just even up my backing paper. It was kind of offset there. There we go. Oops. Okay, and again, remember to re-engage. So I already have margins set, but let's talk about margins because they're different on this one. So this is your paper bail right here, and don't know, let me lift it up. Can you see the red places on the paper bail? That tells you where your margins are set. So right now my margins are set right about here. And if you want to change it, what you need to do is release your carriage and put it where you want it. So let's say you want it on 30, which is right there. Set it there, and then that silver lever on the left side, just press it in. And now you'll see that red indicator has moved. It went from 20 to 30. Same with the other side. It's on 70 right now. Let's say I want it on 65. I'm going to put it right there, pull in that silver lever, and I guess it doesn't go in that far. It went in a little bit, but not much. Now, if you want it to go out, if you want to make your, margins wider, what you need to do is while you're holding in the carriage release, you also pull in that margin set. And so it's going to let me move it. I'm going to put it on 20. And then I'm going to come over here. And it is on 65. It just didn't look like it. I am going to move it out to 75. So I'm going to press in and release my margin and come all the way here, 75. And now you can see those red areas are set on 20 and 75. So that is how you set your margins. Now I'm gonna bring them in just a little bit. When I do videos, I like them narrower. So I'm gonna put it back there, and I'm gonna bring it to here. Anyway, it should come, but it's not for some reason. The red isn't moving very well. There we go. It was just having a hiccup moment. Okay, I'm going to move my carriage all the way to the left, and this is your cover, and you're just going to pull up on it. Take that off, and here you can see your ribbon spools. This has metal. You're going to want to use a universal ribbon, which will fit it. And if you need universal ribbons, we have them on our website. If you have your own spools, but you just need fresh ribbon in it, we also offer that service, and it's under the custom ribbon option on our website. This is where you reverse the direction of your ribbon. If your ribbon won't automatically reverse, then you can do it right here in either side. Just press back and forth. And that's because just because you get to the end of the ribbon is not the end of the ink. That ink will last you a long time. So you're going to go back and forth multiple times before you use up all of the ink in your ribbon. When you do load it, black is on top, red is on bottom. Okay, to replace the cover, you just, you'll see this has little hooks down here. Just put it down. Make sure the little levers go through. And then it has these like 2 metal hooks type things, and they're bendable. And so you just kind of want to, I kind of do this dual action, lift back and press down at the same time until they snap in place there. Okay, so now that we have those back, let's take a look at the levers on the front. So this is your touch touch selector, it just determines how hard your type bars, these are your type bars, strike the paper. The other way you can adjust that is with your fingers. You know, my husband has a very heavy hand when he types. I have a very light hand. So, but those are two ways to do it. Over here is your color selector, and you can see most machines have like 2 colors on them, sometimes 3. It's usually black, red, and white. This one has 4. So let's talk about them. So red is the bottom color. Yellow is, there are some ribbons in probably about the time that this was manufactured, had a 3rd option in the middle, probably a correction tape or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what that yellow is. It's whatever was in the middle. But most of the ribbons you're going to encounter just have the 2 options. The red is the black or the top option, because there are some ribbons that have different colors. So, and then the white is stencil, meaning it disengages the vibrator, so the vibrator's not going to move. So if you try typing, it's not going to do anything because the ribbon is not going up and it's not engaging. So if your typewriter isn't typing right, there's 2 things to check first before you panic, is reverse your ribbon, okay, to see if that helps. And the other is check your ribbon selector. Sometimes that gets bumped, and make sure it's firmly on the blue or the red, okay, because those are the 2 settings where it's going to be typing in a color. I am setting mine on blue, which happens to be black on this typewriter. Okay, over here you have your backspace. Let's go in. So backspace. Backspace does not erase. It just backspaces. So you can X through, line through a mistake, or type over, however you want to do it. You will make mistakes. Part of what I enjoy about typewriting is it just really helps you loosen up and embrace your mistakes. They're okay. And then you have your tab set. So right now, I have 1 tab that is set, and this helps you create columns or indenting. I actually don't really use tabs when I'm writing on the typewriter, but some people do, I guess. But they used to back here, especially for like accounting purposes, because these were really business machines. So if you want to clear this tab, just hit tab clear. And now it's clear. If you get your typewriter and it's got a bunch of tabs set, which happens all the time, then just hit the all clear, and that should clear all of them. And then to set a tab, let's say, oh, here's my middle line. I'm going to set it right in the middle. So I'm going to hit tab set. And there we go. We'll get into margin release. Well, let's go ahead and do it. So there's that bell telling you, hey, you're at the end of your line. You need to hit your return handle. But let's say, okay, so now it stops. You're in the middle of a word and you keep typing, and then the typewriter completely stops. Like right now, I can't. It's not going to let me type. So hit margin release, and now I can keep going, finish my thought, and then go to the next line. So down here is your shift, because it types in all lowercase and numbers, shift, uppercase and symbols, and then shift lock. Same thing as caps lock. And then to release it, just press that bottom shift again. So that is how you use a Hermes 3000. I hope this really helped you. I'm going to type a couple lines as we finish up, but thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to our weekly email. It's called the Saturday Morning Post. We'd love to see you over there. All right, thanks so much.